Hello traders, this is David from Wave Trader again with another video recording showing wave trade situations that will help you to become better traders. I'm going to show you a series of trades, about 5 of them. 4 out of the 5 are currently in progress and are in my favor. I was stopped out of 1, and I believe that even showing you losing trades sometimes will help you to become better traders. So let's get into this. I'm currently on the USD CAD chart, the 4-hour chart, and you can see that this is where the trade is. Okay, I got in here, but before we go further, let's just quickly analyze this from the monthly and see what we see. I'm going to go as fast as I can. So on the monthly, we are in an uptrend. Okay, uptrend. On the weekly chart, we have, I'll just scroll this here. You can see on the weekly chart we had a series of waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So after the fourth wave, we are now either in the fifth or we are still in the series of waves that will make the fourth wave. But I'm hoping that this is the fifth. Okay. MACD is giving us a golden cross here, good angle and separation. We had good angle and separation on the EMAs and a golden cross as well. So going quickly to the daily chart here, you can see on the daily chart we actually had, after this rundown in price, we had an incidence of positive divergence here. We had a beautiful wave bottom situation, which is what I'm currently in. Okay, and you can see that the MACD is beginning to turn around to give us a golden cross. We already have our golden cross here. So on the daily chart, you can see that this is a valid wave bottom situation, just about to start. Remember that the third wave is usually the wave that you try to aim for. So going quickly to the 4-hour chart now, this is how I got into this trade. So I got into this trade Friday, closing of Friday, and I saw this move. You know, I always talk about the fact that when you see an incidence of divergence, in this case 2 incidences of positive divergence back to back, usually a wave bottom or a wave top situation will follow. So if you see a negative divergence, then you will see a wave top. But when you see positive divergence or bullish divergence, you are going to see a wave bottom most of the time. So when I saw this incidence of positive divergence, I was actually anticipating that the market was going to turn around. But the issue was, where do you get in? So essentially, to get in, you are going to have to take the retracement of these levels. Okay, let's take it from here, and you can see that our 62% is here. Okay, so when I got into this trade, the market, I believe it was on this candle here. All right, so when I saw that the market could not get to the 62% retracement level and went up, so I took the retracement of this one here. Okay, so I'm just going to go lower to the 1-hour chart. I'm saying, let's just scroll ahead. So I'm saying that I got into the trade in this region, and what I did was I took the retracement of, you can see we have another small 1, 2, 3 here. So I took the retracement of this 3 here, giving me this area as a 65% of this run up in price, and that was why I got into the price, the market. And you can see that after a short drawdown, and I placed my stop here just shy of the 62%. So at no point in time did the market stop me out. So after coming down here and creating a double bottom here, you can see that the market began to go to the upside. So this is where the market currently is, and I've moved my stop now, protecting some profit. So I'm fully expecting this to be a position trade, because you can see we still have a ways to even go before we get to the first target. So once the market is able to break this level of resistance here, then we will develop more momentum and go on to the higher targets. So that's my first trade. Let's have a look at the second trade now. And you can see that this is the EURGBP. I'm on the 4-hour chart, and you can see what's going on right now. So I'm just going to quickly do a top down and show you how I got into this trade. So let's go to the monthly here, and on the monthly, this is what is going on. So from the monthly chart, we seem to be in a fourth wave of some kind. All right, now the candle that is forming seems to be bearish, and we don't really know if the market is going to come down or go up. All right, but I'm going to have to go to the weekly and see what I see. So on the weekly, what I see here, we had an incidence of a wave bottom here, which gave us wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 up to this point, and this is wave 4. All right, So, and you can see now that we are retracing possibly into the fifth wave. We had our golden cross here on the EMAs, golden cross on the MACD. So everything points to the trade going up in the long run. So going to the daily chart now, this is what's going on. So this trade, I instituted this trade because I saw that there was an incidence of positive divergence happening here. And by taking the value from here, the number 3 point to this level, you can see that we are slap bang exactly at the 62% level. So I've been watching this chart for about a week now, waiting for a turnaround, a week and a few days. And I finally got the turnaround yesterday. Okay. So I'm just going to make this bigger. This is a 4-hour chart now. So when I came to this chart, I finally saw that we had the beautiful wave bottom situation here. And this is why I was able to get in on time. So I got in here, okay, and I placed my stop initially just below the golden cross on the 4-hour chart. And you can see I got into this trade yesterday, and after the price gyrated for a while, I believe I got in this region here, just here, and the price gyrated for a while, but at no point in time did it go near my stop. Now, other traders have seen this and the market has gained momentum, and you can see what is going on right now. So this is where my profit target is. But I believe that this chart is actually going to go higher. I believe this. After this positive divergence is over, I'm waiting for a retracement in price. This retracement will give me another valid wave bottom situation, which I'm going to use to take the bigger bullish move on this pair. So the next chart we are going to look at is the Euro New Zealand, and you can see what's going on. You can see the beautiful wave bottom situation here on the 4-hour chart. So I'm just going to quickly go through the higher level charts and show you what's going on. So on the monthly chart, this is what's happening. We are currently in an uptrend. Okay, we just had a golden cross on the monthly chart. We had a bounce here, which is still good as a golden cross. And you can see that we had this wonderful wave bottom situation here, which is what is pushing the market up right now. All right. So let's go to the weekly here. And on the weekly chart, this is what's happening. Almost the same as the other currency pairs I just analyzed. You can see we had wave 1 here, wave 2. This is wave 3. So we just finished wave 4. We are still currently in wave 4. But the point is we are just resuming this upward move here. So let's go to the daily chart now. And on the daily chart, you can see what's happening. We had this beautiful wave bottom situation. The MACD is beginning to cross, well, not exactly, but it's beginning to compress together and showing signs of coming together. Hopefully, it's going to give us a cross later on today. So let's go to the 4-hour chart. And on the 4-hour chart, this is what's happening. You can see the beautiful wave bottom situation here. You can see the golden cross, golden cross. This is exactly the kind of situations we look for when we are looking for wave tops and wave bottoms. This is a classic textbook definition of the Apex Alpha wave trader setup. Okay, so I got in here, and initially I placed my stop below the cross, and now that the market has gone up, I can actually move my stop. So let me go to the 1-hour chart and see if I can do that now. So I can actually move my stop now and just protect my profit. All right. I think my internet is slow, but you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so this is what's happening right now for the Euro. Okay, so as far as we're concerned, the third wave just begun. We have not even gotten to the second wave yet. So I believe that the market has the potential to push as high as this area. So if we plot our APAC here, you can see that my profit target is right between the number 2 and the number 3 point, and I'm just going to move it to the number 3 point for now. Okay, so that's my third trade. Let's see now. So let's have a look at the Euro AUD. Okay, so you can see that the Euro AUD is basically the same. It has the same look as the Euro New Zealand. So everything I said about the Euro New Zealand holds here, starting from the monthly down to the 4-hour chart. So there's no need to do the top down on this one. You can see where I got in. I got in quite early for this. I think I got into this one quite early yesterday. I'm just going to go to the 1-hour chart and show you. I got in early yesterday because I saw this wave bottom situation on time, and I got in just a little bit above the cross. I put my stop below the cross, and then when the market moved in my favor, I now moved my stop. So right now this is what is happening, and I think, okay, this is where the market is currently. There was a gap, so that's what's going on for these four currency pairs, and so far I'm in profit. So the last one is the New Zealand, and even though this looks like a beautiful wave top, I have to say that I lost out in this trade because it was actually a wave bottom situation I traded, and this was the trade I took. Let's just go to the 1 hour chart and I'll show you. So I actually got into this trade late. I saw this move too late, and I believe I got into this trade, if I'm not mistaken, I got into this trade somewhere in this region, somewhere in this region here. Okay, and I placed my stop below this point, and actually went in my favor by about 30 to 40 pips. Okay, about 43 pips. But unfortunately, I wasn't watching the chart because I assumed it was going to actually get as high as this level here. Okay, but you can see the market turned while I was asleep and knocked me out. Okay, so I had a loss here, and I have to say that this particular currency pair, I've analyzed it, and I was actually expecting the market to resume the downward trend. Okay, so going to the weekly now, you can see, but I didn't think that the downward trend was going to start so quickly. I was actually waiting for this gyration to get probably to this level here. Okay, so in that I was wrong. So this is what happened. Now we're on the daily chart, and there's a possibility that the market could still retrace back. But when I saw this trade yesterday, was it yesterday? Early yesterday, the market was in this region. Okay, but unfortunately I did not get in on time. Like I said, I got in somewhere in this region, and I was assuming that the market had the potential to get to this upper trend line here, just like it did here and here, but unfortunately I was incorrect, and the market turned around and knocked me out. Okay, but I'm happy. 4 out of 5 trades is not bad. Okay, 4 out of 5 trades is not bad at all. So I've already made up the loss that I got from this trade from the other trades. So I just wanted to show you, traders, and you can learn from this as well. Learn from my triumphs, learn from my mistakes. Okay, so I wish you guys happy trading and a great day ahead. Thank you very much.